Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here. We are looking ahead to today's games for Sunday, the 19th of January. I hope you guys all did a pretty good yesterday. If you guys go ahead and give us a thumbs up on the video if you guys like it. I appreciate it quite a bit. And also hit that subscribe button as well. We do NBA lineup advice videos almost every single day for you guys. So, as you guys saw yesterday, I did not get to play, did not get to post a video. Like I said, had some family matters to take care of yesterday. So that is what I was up to. So, but we are back at it. Like I said, hopefully, you guys won yesterday. I didn't really look at yesterday's slate. I was gone all day. It looked like it was a pretty high scoring slate, especially with Houston and Portland having a little bit of ownership. So, yeah, let's get into it today. We have our first game started at 3 p.m. Pacific time instead of 4 like normal. So keep that in mind. First one is Denver and Orlando. We have 221 in Orlando. Sorry, Denver by 8.5 in this one. So it should be another blowout. As we know, Orlando doesn't play the quickest. If anybody, you can definitely look at Jamal Murray. I think he's going to carry a lot of ownership in cash games. He's been on fire. He's been shooting. So that is, if you want to carry that hot streak out, definitely do it. I don't know if this is the game for him though against the slower Miami. Sorry, Orlando. I still think he gets you 40, 45, but I just don't know if he's going to get that 60 plus. I just don't think this game plays that. So, is he good in cash games? Yes. Would I play him everywhere? No, probably not. Westbrook's okay, but once again, this is a slower. I mean, it's an all right total, but I just don't see a ton. So I think Murray's still okay, but um, not that massive, massive upside. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Cole Anthony, and not really feeling him. I mean, he could be okay once again in cash games. I'm more of a GPP player. That's what I look for. And speaking of GPP, I don't see anyone in this game that I would pick that has massive upside. The only one maybe is Wendell Carter, just because Denver's not good in the interior. So Wendell could get you a 30-35 bomb in this one if it stays close at 5,700. So I think that's really the only one I'd pick. Jokic, like I said, Jokic and Murray, those are cash game plays. If you want to play them, play them. They're going to be good options. But like I said, I'm looking at tournaments, and they're okay in tournaments, especially Jokic. But if anybody, I'd probably be looking at Wendell Carter in this one. And then kind of move on to the rest of the slate. So, Philly in Milwaukee. Where are they at? 223.5. Man, we have a lot of really bad spreads the last couple of days, huh? Okay. Let's go check it out. So Giannis is probable. Looks like everybody's probable here besides Paul George as of the recording. And, we're doing this pretty early. So I expect him to play here. If he does, it's kind of a straight up kind of game. Giannis is not in too bad of a spot. You have to see, I guess, what's going on with Martin and Yabusele. If not, Edwards could be an okay spot, but he didn't do much on yesterday. Um, who else? So, yeah, I mean, like I said, it just depends on what's going on. Caleb Martin and Yabusele. Said Edwards, maybe that also makes me like Paul George a little bit. Maybe Drummond gets a little bit of run as well. Dude just doesn't play much anymore. Um, but we'll have to kind of see what's going on with Paul George. If George is out, Maxi, all the normal guys. If George is in, Maxi still could be in play, but cash games only. He's up there at 95, so it's hard for him to hit his thing. Um, but like I said, if George plays, it makes it a little bit more competitive, and maybe you can put in Giannis and Lillard in cash games as well. All right, as you can see, it's an interesting one so far. Brooklyn and OKC, another potential blowout. Let me see, a 15? Not 16 and a half. So we have a 216 and a 16 and a half favorite. Yeah, so we'll see here. We'll see if Shea plays. He's not needed to play at all. I wouldn't be surprised if they said, "Hey, man, just get out of here." You don't need to play, but he's already rested. One game before. So if Shea plays, he should be fine. If Shea doesn't play, obviously that opens up value like it did late last time. Guys like Case and Wallace are a pretty good option in this one. 33.7 last time out. Did have those 4 steals though, so that's the big reason why he did pretty solid. But don't mind him. So, like I said, definitely depends on what's going on with Shea. Lucas Dort could be another good option at 5,400. He's been had a little bit shooting pretty good the last couple of games, so you can look at him. Isaiah Joe, GPP. Like I said, all these OKC guys are in play, especially if Shea's out. If Shea is in, I probably don't want to be touching as many of these guys. Let's see how Jalen Williams did. Did he play anymore? Yeah, he played 31 minutes. We were just one day early on him. I don't mind, going back to the well. Like I said, they're not that great. You can even go Kendrick Williams in a massive GPP if you're playing 150. But we have to see what's going on with yeah, his usage is terrible. Let's see what's going on with Shea. On the Brooklyn side, not a lot, just because OKC is one of the best defenses out there. So, I mean, if a couple of these guys get out, maybe, but I just want to stay away from that Brooklyn side for sure. So definitely watch Shea Gilgis. Wiggins, all these guys will come into play for sure. So Washington, Sacramento, my goodness, 17.5. We have a 235.5, 17.5. It's going to be an interesting one here. Man, it's just hard. It's hard to play these guys. I think if you have to play one of the big guys, I guess Monk. Monk can stay out there. Carrington can be an alright option at 4,800, especially if Brogdon's out again. It's just so hard. Keyshawn George, another guy, um, and Alex Sarr are probably the ones I would look at. Sarr at 6'7", I think he can get you 30, 35. Not a lot of value so far, so that's the biggest issue. Sabonis, you can look at him, but yeah, Sabonis, a couple. Sarr, don't mind him in a couple one-offs as well. Keyshawn George, and maybe Carrington, and maybe Fox. I mean, sorry, not Fox, maybe a Monk. But like I said, it's just hard picking these guys, man. These blowouts are terrible. Chicago and Portland, 6.5. Here we go. All right, well, 237. So Portland did play last night. Um, as we know, Chicago's not the greatest defense, so I don't mind looking at them. But like I said, they did play back to back. But guys like Henderson should be in another good spot. He's been playing his heart out recently, but at 5,600, he's still very underpriced. Same as Kobe White, good cash game play. Simon's all right cash game play. We have to see what's going on with Zach LaVine. That's the big one. Obviously, if Zach's out, that's going to open up a ton for Chicago. I guess he is in, so never mind on that. So yeah, Kobe White, Zach LaVine, like they said, these guys are still very good cash game plays in tournament plays as well, just because it's a 237 total, and all these other games are mostly blowout. So expect ownership as well. Looks like Grant's going to be back in this one. I don't expect him to play a ton. Oh yeah, there is 24 minutes, so he did play a little bit. You can put him in there in a GPP. I wouldn't mind him in a GPP, but overall, I wouldn't put him in a lot of lineups, especially if Denny's back. Only got Aiton at questionable. Let's play Saturday. Okay, he didn't play. Okay, so we'll see what's going on with Aiden. If he's, like I said, if he is out and Denny's back, you can always look at Denny and Grant. Robert Williams, another guy at 4,700. Not playing a ton of minutes, but he can go get you some blocks and stuff like that. That's the biggest thing. But they did price him up there, so he doesn't have a ton of value at where he's at. Last game of the day, we got the Clippers and the Lakers. Once again, what a shocker. We have a slight blowout. Oh, I thought it was a blowout. Sorry, I was looking at something else. Closer game, 4.5, 214 total. We have to see what's going on with AD and James Harden in this one. Those are the two main, and we got Zubac as well. So, yeah, Harden's questionable against the Lakers. Davis is still questionable. And Zubac is questionable. So, looks like, man, I mean, I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't put it past you guys to leave 3 or 4 people spots for some of these later games. I wouldn't put everybody in those early games because, especially this Laker one, if we don't get any news by lock, this right here could definitely change it. I mean, if Davis, Harden, Zubac, all those guys are out, you know how much value there is, or even if one of those guys are out. So keep an eye on this game. If Davis is out again, Austin Reeves will definitely pop off, or he'll Hachimura. If Davis plays, I don't really have a ton from the Lakers. if Harden and Zubac are out and Powell, like I said, there's a lot going on over here. So definitely check that spread. If that spread continues to go throughout the day, it's like 6.5. That tells me there's going to be some injuries. But as of now, they're not 100% sure. 4.5 is kind of where it should be. So if Harden's out, Chris Dunn, solid option. I think Kevin Porter could get back into the rotation. Another guy to look at is Gabe Vincent. Dude's been popping off the last couple of games. Kind of get back into the rotation, as you see, and not playing bad. So I wouldn't rely on him a ton, but I still think he's a good option, especially being in the rotation. Um, if Powell's out, you can always look at Derek Jones, maybe Coffee, but their usage rates aren't the greatest. Kawhi Leonard's probably still not going to play a ton of minutes in this one. Um, look at Batum maybe in a deep GPP if Zubac is out, or maybe Mo Bamba. I think a lot of people are going to go to Mo Bamba, but I wouldn't be, like I said, just I mean, like I said, if Powell's out and Zubac is out, I will take a massive GPP with Nicholas Batum and put him in one lineup. This guy's trash. He's not that good anymore. But you know what? If he gets me 25, 30 minutes, he might get me 20, 25 points. And I'm okay with that. You know, but probably won't happen. But you know what? That's my GPP because there's nothing out here tonight. So let's go. Let's see what's going on. Like I said, keep an eye on that Laker game, and obviously Shea Gilgeous. I can't even really build a lineup right now. If Shea's out, like I said, brings people to OKC. Wiggins, Williams, all those guys come into play. Austin Reed's looking good, like I said, depending on what's going on. Chicago, Portland, more of a your cash game option area. Yeah, that's mostly it. Like I said, keep an eye on the Laker game. Chicago, Portland's your cash game play. OKC, keep an eye on Shea Gilgeous, and then maybe one or two from Denver. Um, but besides that, like I said, we got Wendell in there. But besides that, I can't really make a lineup. There is just too much game time decisions as normal. So if you guys want to get in on premium, I forgot to mention that in the beginning of the video. FanDuel DraftKings is $25 per month, 2 lineups per day. So like I said, that's separate for each one. If you want both of them, $35 per month, 4 lineups per day, two for FanDuel and two for DraftKings. If you want FanDuel and PrizePicks combo or DraftKings and PrizePicks combo, it's $30 per month. PrizePicks by itself is $20, and like I said, you guys are sleeping on PrizePicks. I know I haven't really posted a ton on here, but like I said, our price picks are very, very, very solid. Come and give it a try. You guys can give it a try for a $5 day pass if you want to. Like I said, you guys are underestimating price picks. I know I'm usually DFS, but like I said, I know my stats pretty well, so definitely come join some price picks. If you guys just want to do a day pass, we got $9 for the day for 2 lineups. If you just want one lineup, it'd be $5, and that's going to be for FanDuel only. Like I said, guys, as normal, we got that one free lineup per day. All you guys got to do is just hit us up on our Twitter. Last time, one of you guys reached out and said that you couldn't message us on Twitter because it was only verified users only. So I did change the settings, so now everybody should be able to reach out to me on my Twitter, on my message. So I deeply apologize for that, but thank you for the one that did tell me about that. So yes, message me at will about anything, any questions about the slate. Um, Anything about free, anything about premium, anything about my history. You guys can ask me anything you want to. So just give us a follow, Chris Anthony NBA1. It's right there for you. Like I said, that's where we're going to post updates about, if I'm playing, if I'm not playing, the best place and stuff like that. So give us a follow over there. So once again, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys here a little bit later on.